Mumwana Kwaba Bio, Dambra Mekeno, in the Nkomuza Yadreba Beshaseno. It's about the art industry. Yerba Boshe. In fact, I think we've had conversations on the show concerning art industry now. Maybe some issues about sponsorship na no honka ka ho. Ende Yerba Bu Ruman Kasankasa. Na ye hu so oye corporate Ghana na when one jehon they will support the art industry through sponsorship. Another artists nankasa shona washa wankasa won here sponsorship onunti and hardly would you hear there where your art exhibition be high and it is sponsored by this or supported by this. To help me with this discussion, Mo Kojo Owusu Wahamonum or a curator for Galamsey exhibition. Kojo Akwaba.
Yeah.
Galamsey exhibition or Yabazi.
So Galamsey exhibition one say Mbempi ne kan Galamsey ya na ye hu news mu na documentary ba hu say bia obi aye art exhibition na all kan about Galamsey and now so Galamsey asem no so bebre na no the political figures no na a leading conversation no nti ya na akoye say political but Galamsey a national issue nti no na me pe way a metimi aka asem no but obi nko fan ka say we party A and party B nti no one say art to a universal language. Into we decided say may art exhibition visual artists no be stuff about the effect of illegal mining on the environment. Into no eno ma Galamsey exhibition no ebaye.
Into a year first of its kind every year.
Yes.
And how is it like? Yeah, I wanna draw nyama about Galamsey in every exhibit another microphone why. How is it like?
Into no me a curator. Into curator no me say me pair visual artist. Into no before me start here me a open call for visual artists.
Okay.
They be mo buy submit your proposal to exhibit. So far me almost getting to 10 visual artists that be exhibit ewo ye gallery no. Into no e be emu 4 ye Ghanaians, 2 ye Nigerians and 1 with UK. But I'm expecting more people to come on board because the registration is still open. But the deadline is 20th of this month.
Much work 4 days, are
yeah, 4 days.
Not deadline. But then, when I respond, is it that by a drawing and another wire drawing that they bring it, they sell it, or they are just exhibiting it for people to have a look at it? How?
So, me open call no, baby now I'm contacting me no. They hadn't done anything about Galamsey. So for that time, because I opened the call for like almost a month ago. So they got an ample time to create pieces about Galamsey. So omuguswa omoye. And every artist is bringing 4 pieces. And so no betimi aton omo pieces no so wo because the whole idea of the Galamsey exhibition is say ibinya artwork in these offices and all that talks about Galamsey because eyem penyimfo na bi na eye Galamsey no. Into say we be our office be na who say big artwork talking about Galamsey. I believe say they all have a conscience. One day it will hit them. So the same message now, but through art.
The same message now through art.
Yes.
Makade Amide, I'm of a little advantage based on the fact that my general knowledge in art. So at least I know how to interpret art and all that. Sometimes they both drawing bia obi o as a normal drawing.
Yeah.
But a different person will see it and the person will interpret it deeply, matters it. And we know that when it comes to artworks, a lot of artists hide messages in these paintings that it takes a third eye to be able to interpret them paintings. Into using painting to let people know dangers or you're involved in Galamsey. Now, say if a lot of people or where it is being hanged, where it was going to be hanged, you need that third eye to interpret the meaning of that artwork and kasa. The purpose of it has not been met.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying perfectly well, but I feel say you creative eye. Just say ebimuna omunim, and I feel artwork has a lot of dimensions. And maybe you can look at it one day, it won't hit you, but you keep on looking at it. The message will hit you. So it's not say if you see the artwork and you don't have a third eye, you will not be able to understand the message. You get it, but probably not at the same pace as someone who has a third eye will. But with time, you get it. My mom example, say be a Metro TV has a original TV has a old banner. You always see this artwork, but one for drink. But one day you see the same artwork and it will say something different to you. It will just hit you. So that's how art works. It takes time, you know. So I think it's a whole culture we are trying to imbibe. So with time, you know, Ghanaians will get, you know, acclimatized with art, and then we'll make headway.
But then, in the big cities, at least we have access to TVs, we have access to radio, there is internet. In fact, to make a big city cry, it's kind of an insult to people who are not in the big cities. There is TV everywhere. See, TV, most of them are nationwide, radio nationwide and all that. Internet, it don't only be worldwide. So people have seen the campaign against Galamsey. But then when it comes to art, Mato or San Morphis nan kran ha monompe no wo. Obi mfi baby amba Morphis ombombo hu the art na Mato na or send the message about Galamsey no. So how many people do you think you can make an impact with the few sales that you'll be able to make that night?
So brilliant questions. You know, this exhibition is not just going to be in Accra. This is just the beginning. So when you go on our social media pages, I say this, the journey has just begun. So we are planning on going to all the 16 regions in Ghana. And as part of our projects too, we'll be doing murals. So murals is like when you see going to Tetekwashi.
Murals, Papa. I know what's murals.
So
them paintings na oh bridges and nasono.
Epesi kukukunkra na se no moye Galamsey wo hono. Epesi ko ye bi wo hono, because even when we chair ade with school, I say when I hear I forget, but when I see I remember. So omu hu a e ya hyenso de de mo say Galamsey ye ko ayi nyina o mamu nyina ye ko. And my target is even the Nkorano, because most of the times, look at these Galamsey areas now. Nkorano normally are more Galamsey. Instead of some school, no more Nkorano say Galamsey, and you know, and it's child labor, and it's something that is against the laws of Ghana. And you know, I feel say me ko Nkorano say na me ko ye murals na me nya supporter. Obviously, you know, the message will spread far. It's a nya crape.
Onya crape. Now moving close to the sponsorship exhibition, where is it going to take place?
It's going to take place at Ozzy's Beach Palace at Labadi.
Ozzy's Beach Palace?
Yes.
Or Labadi?
Yes.
You paid for the venue and all that?
Yes. I was able to partner with the owner of the place.
Okay.
So also you'll be our pay art bar, and you know, corner honokrana or art gallery or if you see the sea. And you know, me propose an call, you know, nini jenhopa ma, you know. Or he was willing to support. And so you know, Oboy and Kaka, you know, with the venue dear, Nyamia domain, you know, Nipana or only that place, you know, is in support of it. Yes.
Now talking about the murals, ebe yebi wa Accra hadia another only for the other regions.
Oh, yebi wa Accra hasi.
Obe yebi wa Accra. Say every year. Now I'm going to go into finances. So if you are doing a mural like Mo Tetekwashi. Roughly how much would it cost?
It depends. It depends on what you're doing, and depends on the materials you're using. Or it's not a more rough figure. It depends really.
No, not an exact figure, but maybe between this and that.
It's in common because it really depends on even the concept you are trying to do.
So if you are doing this Galamsey concept, or a place like Tetekwashi, how much will it cost?
Even the Galamsey concept, you have different stories in the same concept.
So, as an artist, I'm a Maboho. I want you to do this. I want you to do the Galamsey story. Focus on they using children to do this Galamsey work. How much will you charge me?
How much will I charge you?
Don't give me an exact figure. It can be between this amount and that amount.
It also depends on the size, how big you want it.
Mural,
but bridge all the bridge, so a portion of the bridge.
This side and this side.
There's no measure portion.
No, because it's going to go to who is going to sponsor.
Yeah.
Or who is going to provide money, funds, for you to do all these things. That's why I'm asking you how much it will cost.
Oh. Cost it won't be less than 1,000 cedis, and be more than 1,000 cities.
It will be more than 1,000 cities. See, young fan, there's a area BB to the Takashi home my use as an example. This side, that side, this side the day, from both sides of the road. Now, in the roundabout, you want to roundabouts and then outside the roundabout, on both sides. Young fan, so it can cost about 3,000 or 4,000.
Yeah, or more.
Or more.
Yeah.
And see, how do you get funding?
You see, Anna, I'm using my own finances to do these things, but I'm hoping, say, I buy a private companies, but soya snena, a bit media cocoa, baby, I perceive a deco. Because I feel say, I'm saying a national issue. If I in I am, it's I think say will say, in I ba, you best support it. But for now, me seek and me use.
Have you made any attempt? The about throw work and then maybe a sponsorship proposal that come some corporate institutions to support you, and other you are just waiting, hoping that people will see your work.
I'm not just waiting. My 2-1 more, but I won't say Ghana has say it's whom you know. Even if you write the letter and you don't know anybody at the company you are sending the letter to, a better horse. As I said, you have to have an insider there that will lobby for you and say that, oh, Charlie, this is my friend, or this, and even sometimes they expect you to give them a cut. So when it comes to sponsorship issues, it's not as easy as it seems, because in Ghana it's not as easy. You need to know someone.
What about companies you've tried going to?
Oh, me more company needing more companies. But
what kind of companies were they?
What kind of companies? It be some dealing, even the paints now you used to the painting, because I was even going for sponsorship in kind. Say be materials and then some companies like beverage companies, because people would come for the exhibition, you'd want to maybe refresh them and all that. So I've written to a couple of, even some of the telcos, I wrote to them. Yes.
Okay, so it will bring me to my next question. The main reason why I was asking the kind of companies are we. So if I run a company, let's say Erebamoho for sponsorship, it wouldn't be the art that I am interested in. It will be the people. Nkrofona wareba wababo she wo exhibition no na me interested in. But then looking at Ghana, and most my yente artwork say nazi as a company ebia your numbers, the number of people that the exhibition would attract will not be a number that would encourage me, or that would what can then Obama mania the zeal to want to put my money into it, because I'm Crawford bar. Only if I'm putting my money into it, they'll get to hear about my product and they would also go and buy. And to say, if the art industry is not too appealing to the average Ghanaian, don't you think also counting to win your sponsorship for it?
I think okay, it's not appealing. It has its niche. These exhibitions on Moye were Nubuke, Gallery 1957 and all that, it has its niche. When they do their openings, people come, so
the one you are sorry them reuse it was as an example, but that's the only example I can use. What exhibition, how many people are you looking at attracting?
Me exhibition is saying mine at least I expect at least 1,000 people would pass through.
1,000 people.
1,000 and even more than that. And I think one part, the reason people feel say exhibitions, people don't come and all that, and I say they don't get the numbers, is that also the people that do the exhibitions don't promote it. That's one thing I realized, because when I go to their pages, it's just the artwork and then just it. But they have to, do promotions, like the way when we are having musical concerts, you see these artists going on media tours promoting it. You don't see, the creatives or the artists promoting their stuff. Obi Bekas or your visual artist, but on the page, the last time or even painting the tool on the social media platform was like 3 months ago. When I come to your page, obviously I feel like you're not even current. You're not, so it be not free visual artists and the creators. They don't promote it enough. They expect, say, oh, my flyer, they are to my social media platform, then that's it. You don't see them on media stations promoting exhibitions. You don't hear them on the radios. You know, so they are also part of it. That's why my fan Atume who say I'm going to promote it. You know, so that everyone will hear about it.
Yeah. You mentioned that arts, it has its niche market.
Yes.
So if I'm an artist, let's say I know the market I have, who I attract. Why is it necessary that me a painting where I should be going on radio tours and TV tours and all that? If I mean about 90% of the people I may go and talk to or may listen to me wouldn't be people who would want to patronize my product.
Yeah. Okay. Once I see empower and so togum, it's you know. So you have visual artists now feel say, oh wow, market. It's you know, we have to promote here. Are you also looking at expanding your market? Do you want other people on board? Because I trust you me. A bit more hard. You don't even know that exhibitions happen in Ghana here. Some people don't know. Even when they find out, probably they've done it already.
That day night is going on the day before.
Exactly. Oh, people want the opportunity. I know students, visual artists who are in secondary schools, universities, they want the chance to come for exhibitions. Even a woman reached out to me. She has a school. She said she wants her children to come through my exhibition to come and learn because she's also very passionate about art. But sen kamanfan to abontia. How would anyone know? My program is on the 5th to the 10th of December. But I've started promotion now because I want people to hear about it. So I feel say, if visual artists and creators also put in that same work, forget about, when I go and see them, they're not interested, the general public is not interested. Now Ghanaians are open-minded. Ghanaians are reading, Ghanaians are learning. So if you underestimate the Ghanaian and say that, Ghanaians crowd, they don't like art. So if I go and market it, nobody will even mind me. You are selling your own self short. Spread your wings very, broad. You don't know where it will get to. So that's the advice I'll give to the artist. Don't think that you have your market, so that's it. That's complacency. You shouldn't be complacent. You should always strive to, be higher.
Expand.
Exactly.
I want to say artist.
No, I'm your artist.
In your artist.
No.
Inti, I no sparkle with interest
in arts.
In arts.
It's very strange. So, me we university, me we my national service. Me me uncle be texted me so. Chalewote, the organizers of Chalewote, they are looking for, an artist relations manager. And I may say, an artist relations manager, yeah, they bad. And I me say, okay, me dream one of my friend. And I call Google, and I'm call search artist relations manager. So they are like the liaise between the organizers and then the artists. And I'm me HR. And I'm say, then it's HR, but in the entertainment world. And I'm say, yeah, meet me here. And I'm say, okay, cool. And then he linked me up with the organizers of Chalewote. So that's how I got, acclimatized with the whole art scene and all that. So I think I spent 2 weeks at Jamestown, and it was fun. I met a lot of visual artists, some from abroad, all over Ghana. And I'll tell you something. Ghanaian visual artists are very talented, and we have a lot of talented people here. Just that, they don't even promote themselves. Recently, I was having a conversation with one of them, and then they were like, "Bibisans our social media accounts." I said, yeah, but on time posting or honor. And I said, but yet you want to make sales. You want people to know you're an artist. Is it by magic or what? How do you want them to know? Because right now you're an individual. You might not have the funds to go on TV stations, or if there's no exhibition. So how do you sell? So who individual and you're not putting yourself out there, how would somebody know what you do? So I believe as a visual artist, Fatu who say you are your own, PR. You are your own marketing agent. Push yourself on social media. You don't know who you might be watching. Me catch all creatives say social media is like your CV now. If you're a creative in Ghana, social media is your CV. Don't bother yourself going to do portfolio in a paper. Put everything you do, every work you do on social media. Because you just might not know who is watching. You just might not know.
Now, talking about these artists not promoting themselves, at least, so you've come to know them, you've come to experience them. See, a music industry, musician or manager or publicist or like there's a whole team. Artists don't have a team like that.
Artists do, and they must have. If you don't have, then maybe you're not serious about the art you are doing.
Out of 10 artists you may meet, how many of them would have a team that would include a marketing and promotion team?
Say, individuals, and they don't get sponsorship, as you said. Say, so this person is a good visual artist. I want to manage this person. Ghanaians don't see the lucrative side of art or visual art. And it starts from our schools. We feel like, oh, visual art is the preserve of, not so intelligent students. Right from, our schools, we are trying to brainwash people not to respect the art. You can't invest in something you don't respect.
Okay.
Do you get it? So it starts from the grassroots. We need to let people know, say, visual art students are also intelligent. And intelligence is not just maths and science. Because for me to know, say, oh, this color and that color will match, let me paint it this way, let me do it, it's intelligence. It's intelligence, and intelligence is not just one form. It's not a linear equation that you see that, okay, this is intelligence. No, intelligence is dynamic. And we have so many types. So I've always said we should start from our schools.
People looking down on our friend and artist Wagana Harmonum. Engine did most Ghanaian artists no so no or rate no ono so kan because recently some painting be I don't know say if it will be classified as painting online bro you be painting. So bakada or the color no that day.
Yeah, I've seen. I saw.
I was $1 million dollars, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I mean, Africa covered 3 months. Then, how many Ghanaian artists? No, we to why paintings now. We to watch a painting. Any man work there. This painting is going for 2 million cedis, or this painting is going for 5 million cedis. Do we have people who appreciate artwork that much? The over 5 million cedis, not that all a painting.
Yeah, I believe that people in Ghana that would do that. I believe say Ghana they appreciate artwork so much that they would use that. And it's also that's why I said it's about the promotion. Because me a visual artist now I'm taking you through the process of my work. I let you know what it took me to do that work. You value it. But so I'm a picture and I'm the painting. Nobody knows what went into it. So yeah, visual artists as part of their promotion and the marketing, they should let people know one what the art means.
Okay.
The like what does it mean? You get it? When people know the significance of something, then they tend to value it. You just don't draw for drawing's sake. Do you get it? It should be something addressing something. You get it? That's why my exhibition is addressing Galamsey. So when you come, you are supporting a good cause. Into your background, you can an artwork for $1 million. You're not just buying the artwork. You're investing into a whole, campaign against a national issue. So I feel say visual artists, and so I say their artwork should speak for something. They shouldn't just draw for drawing's sake. And when it does speak for something, they should communicate it for the people who are watching to know, say, oh, this is not just an art piece. This is the work that went into it, and this is what it means. So, the right people, they will get the purchases from the right people.
They'll get the purchases from the right people. Then come back to what exhibition? Galamsey exhibition.
Yeah.
When is it coming on?
From the 5th to the 10th of December.
So about 5 days.
Yes, 5 days.
Location Labadi Home.
Yes, Ozzy's Beach Palace.
Ozzy's Beach Palace. Will entry be free?
Yes, entry is free for the general public. Okay. But we would have some activities that would probably charge. We would have sip and paint. That's on a Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. And only 150 cedis because it was a tall canvas. I will see a tall because it's sip and paint, so you have to sip something. So
I'll be waiting for my invitation to come.
Sure.
But you are sipping, what will you be sipping? On into my sitting position.
Cocktails and mocktails.
But your alcohol, ma.
That mocktail, no, the alcohol.
Alcohol in and a cocktail, no, alcohol. Into say elbow nearly a paint, na bed and a paint.
Inspiration. Into no bed. Over here more inspired.
And one is a
more different view to even more creative.
Oh
yeah, a bit more
5th to 10th of December.
Yes, 5th to 10th.
And the Saturday now, on no bear sip and paint.
Sip and paint.
Please, I'll be waiting for my
2 p.m.
invitation.
to 4 p.m. And then we have an opening, a grand
Ah,
opening.
2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Yes, sir.
I'll be on radio.
Oh.
How can I be part? Please change the time for my
but we'll have activities during the week. So we'll have our opening on the 5th. Our opening will be 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. At Ozzy's Beach Palace. We'll have a press conference before that. And then the Tuesday, the gallery will be open to the general public. Friday, we'll have a film screening. So one of the filmmakers would premiere a film that he did about illegal mining. You know, Friday, it's happening at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday. On Friday. And the Saturday, we'll have an auction. So that's where you spoke about the fact that people will be anti-sika and koto art of 1 million Ghana cedis. So we'll have an auction and then we'll have musical performances. That's Saturday evening. So after the sip and paint, people can go and just freshen up and then come for the evening. For the evening. Yeah. Sip and paint, and in fact, we're home, Papa. Yeah. In fact, I'll have sip and paint on this show. In fact, see, you people know how we do Christmas shows. The best sip and paint. So I say, if I miss that one, exactly. We'll do it here. Exactly. Definitely. And you know, say if you want to sponsor the exhibition, my number is 0244 855 312. Mama Sambo Subi 0244 855 312. 312. On Wafra or your one kasa when you busy in common about sponsorship. Yes, please. That is beautiful. And now on one side, wapede where you're part of the exhibition. Yeah. They can also call. Yes, we have an Instagram. They can call the number. We also have an Instagram page, thegalamsey.exhibition. So at thegalamsey.exhibition. Yes. We'll now send you a DM. We'll check you out, and then if you are good, we'll let you come on board. Okay, that is beautiful. Kojo, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you too for being here. Thank you very much. I sip and paint now. Over the one I'm saying radio. The non-natural why I'm here because. Nkamoko drawing a pan am zabetchire one and I'm time I say me imagine mo a cocktail kita left na alcohol no let me inspiration na mo drawing and can we am drawing skills me zabetchire one but all you na ye bo share mo sima ye be ye